Good morning. This is day 2 of my week of thanks, my week of gratitude. This morning, I am so grateful for little moments when I am struck with awe and wonder. And yesterday, I was out here raking leaves in my backyard, and I came across this wonderful little nest. It was clearly for a tiny little bird. And I stopped what I was doing and I broke out into this big grin. And I just thought, wow, take a moment, Becca. You take a moment and stop what you're doing and be grateful for the wonders of the world. And that's what's getting me through right now on the hard days. So think about something today that is bringing you awe and wonder. And if you can't think of something, go out and try to find something. Have a good one.
So what should be controversial about diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility? But again, the contours of these policies, and it's so important to note that because the harm that Black women are disparately experiencing is not some naturally occurring act. It is not an act of God or nature. It is an act of
Now, what we know is that the three of us, if I can say so myself, are in it to win it. We are the backbone in service to make sure that our neighbors very consistently have access to good, nutritious food and the other resources that they deserve and desire so that they can live their best life. Food.
When gifts are given, people appreciate the gift that is given. We are here because we have a family that has been reunited, and because it means something to us to know that in this season of giving, that there is a sense of humanity and decency within the judiciary.
I am someone with pre-existing conditions. I'm someone who's had ACA coverage, and I know what the benefits of this groundbreaking law are to people like me who count on having that health care every month. People who...
He believes in using the federal government against his perceived adversaries, and he's not afraid to use the arms of the government against people he disagrees with. He does not believe the law applies.
While fun, and if you want to, go ahead, is not actually going to change someone's mind. So what I advocate instead is to listen, to ask open-ended questions, to really humanize stories, to really try and make them concrete and real instead of abstract, and really listen and try and understand where people are coming from before you just argue.
But we're living in a world now in America where too many leaders do not connect with that world. It's a philosophy of, if you will, the red carpet for the rich and the red tape for the poor.
This should not be a zero-sum game. We need a sensible federal framework, one that sets strong safety standards, protects kids, and ensures product quality without dismantling a thriving industry that states like Minnesota worked so hard to build. We must.
Unfortunately, it's an extremely bad look for the judiciary, and it looks like it's a blatant political play, and it seizes on an interpretation of the statute that does not hold water in practical terms or constitutional terms. And
I also need to thank Congressman Gottheimer because as we stand here today, he helped us recently recoup all of our COVID money from FEMA. And if you think that's a little deal, it's not a little deal. So when you go to buy things like a low-dose CAT scanner for lung cancer screening, they're very expensive. And those are the funds that we're able to do it with. So thank you.
Somalis are not terrorizing this nation. We are helping it thrive. Somalis have always seen themselves as a fabric of this nation.
And what the president wants to do is bring choices back, right? Compare it to health, to your auto insurance. If you drive correctly, you don't get speed tickets, you don't have accidents, you get rewarded with lower health or auto insurance. However, if you drive fast, drive reckless, have accidents, you're going to have higher health or auto insurance. What the president would like to do is say, hey, if you take care of yourself, you don't smoke, you don't dip, you're not drinking, you're not overweight, you're working out, and then you should pay less than the guy that is obviously not taking care of himself. Well,
this is one of the most expensive places in the United States to live. People work hard and they can't even afford housing. I think this is part of the answer, and I'm glad you'll be safe, sound, and happy here to your new home. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
They want to erode public education, and they are doing that because they know that in order to implement an authoritarian government, we must erode education. We cannot have an educated electorate.